You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
First of all, I'm Focused Radio, and we are here with an exclusive interview. We're going to be talking to Cedric right here. And we're live on Facebook, but you're going to catch the podcast later tonight. You can get it on iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn, everywhere. First of all, congratulations on your new music project.
Appreciate it, brother.
And
appreciate it.
Y'all, if y'all don't know, you're late to the game, but that's what I'm here for, to help get you educated and learn about what San Antonio, Texas, we got great people here who have mad talent. And just know this, man. Legacy City is the artist's name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm Still Venting is the title of the project. And
yes, sir.
I had to listen to this twice because I told him behind the scenes. The first time I heard the beats, because I love music myself. I love making beats myself, but I heard the beats. But the second time I had to listen to the whole album just so I can understand the lyrics. And when I tell you it's like real talk, it's real talk.
Appreciate it,
So
bro.
Cedric, man, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man.
And
Thank you.
Man, tell us about this amazing project, man, because you put not just good work in this, but you really put your soul into this project.
Man, it's the project tackled mental health and emotional health, really, coming from a point of view, mental health as a black man, first and foremost, and everything. A lot of the times we ain't taught to communicate how to display our feelings and different things of that nature. It's a follow-up to my first album, Let Me Vent. Let Me Vent, it was my first album in like 5 years because I stopped rapping in 2016, 2015.
Okay.
And then I was quiet on the way to building, you know what I'm saying? I was on the way to building up to where I am right now. There's a lot of backlash and you know how it goes, rumors, side distractions. So I was just quiet. And one day I almost had a mental breakdown. And I'm like, I have nobody to talk to. Mm-hmm. I looked over, I had an empty notebook and and I got a pen, man. I did my first album in like 7 days. On my way back. Still a little rusty then when it came to this one right here. I'm still follow-up. It was like, man, I met other people. We just started really tackling mental health. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a big thing right now because the whole mindset of a lot of people, they're on the fence. They don't know if they're going to quit or they're just going to push through the pain.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I have my phone right here right now. I got your project. The songs I love on the album, let me turn this off, is... First one, Don't Pass Me By.
Oh, yeah.
That was a spiritual vibe on that track.
Yeah, man.
And The View, because let's just say that song was just really rich and just strong. I'm trying to not to tease it too much to where I give it away. Because I want you to go get this album. By the way, it is Legacy City. I'm Still Venting. I see you in the comments,
Yeah.
shouting out the title. But another song that I really liked was Kill My Pain, Success, and the last one, Hands Tied Up. Man, Hands Tied Up, I had listened to that like 5 times because I just felt, I can relate to that so much. And
Yeah, definitely.
you did such a great job telling these stories because you featured many artists too.
Yeah. So the funny thing about this, right? I didn't brought plaques to San Antonio. I had 3 artists that's over millions.
Yeah.
I even had an artist that I helped get go gold here, and it was like I need to do something for my city. So everybody that's on my album, except one person I went to high school with.
Wow.
So I was like, yo, guys, I need, and they pretty hot. Queen Sheena, who wrote the hook for Hands Tied Up. Mm-hmm. Petey, he's on Kill My Pain. Chavez, that's Before You Go, I'm Still Venting. Of course, I got some people from here, some really unknown rappers out here, like one of the guys named J-Dot, who's known for graphic designing. And, of course, Prezi Mancho, who's a co-host of the Battle of the Sexes podcast we have. And that was not a plug. I'm just telling where everybody's from. And she's also an author of her own book, and she's quiet.
Wow.
And she don't talk. Unless she's,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
She was talking on that song.
She was barking on that, right? You think I ain't realized your real lies? I'm like, oh, you barking. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just came through, man, and just really, and what it taught me was mental health, struggle, pain don't have a gender or color. Once it gets inside their head, man, it just is, is powerful. So a lot of us now that we're in our 30s didn't realize after because I didn't let nobody else hear the track. Like each artist did not hear each other on there.
Oh wow, okay.
You know, so I just sent beats out and be like, yo, testify, vent.
Yeah.
And everybody was just, and then when some of the stuff that came back, it was eye jerking. Some of that stuff, I was like, oh my God. And so
now the production part, because by the way, we're talking to Cedric, aka Legacy City.
Yeah.
You got to get that project. I'm still venting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that one more time for y'all in the back, because I'm gonna make this crystal clear. This interview is crystal clear. You need to get this project. I'm still venting. I'm telling you, San Antonio, if you late, you're just late.
Definitely.
But that's why we're here. This project, the production, it has some really dope old school vibes. I heard the saxophone.
Yeah.
in some of the
man,
songs.
I had to
Touch on the production process and why you were particular with certain sounds.
Reason why, because as everything, keep in mind, this is the second installment. So the first one is very inspired by, the Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, because that's why
I heard that.
Yeah, the first album is very Tupac, Nipsey Hussle.
The marathon continues, man.
Exactly, man. So I'm a huge fan. So, and then I study Master P a lot too. So the independent grind I take seriously. So it was just like I need to touch East Coast. So the West Coast, I took that West Coast vibe but gave it a Southern soul. This time, though, I wanted to go back to my, I wanted to be, if Sam Cooke was a rapper, I wanted to give you that feel. Mm-hmm. If Sam Cooke, Billie Holiday, the rap, Sammy Davis Jr., if they was a rapper, and
I heard some chopping and screw too,
yeah,
man.
Oh, of course,
they
man.
had the Texas,
yeah, and
like the voices at the end,
yeah,
deeper.
Yeah, man. So I just had to put the vibe and that culture in, and then be lyricist. So most they say most conscious rappers don't know how to make good songs. Mm. So and they're just taking those people like, I'm gonna show you what a difference between a rapper and an MC, because even when I'm going, I want to deliver timeless pieces. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you can still put on All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World. You can still, you know what I'm saying? Even when we go older, Marathon Continue gonna hit. You can put on certain songs that just bring you back to and get you through certain things. And so that's what I wanted to deliver on I'm Still Venting. And then I just feel when you're in the limelight, before the limelight exposes you, you need to show yourself transparent, because I may not say Jesus, Jesus, Jesus 100 times, but I am a blueprint to overcome a lot of stuff.
I mean, that's track number 1, Don't Pass Me By. You need a prayer real quick. Just play track number 1. I mean, you have variety for everybody. I mean, you had a message for those who've been supporting you since day one. You had a message for those who turned their back on you.
Oh, definitely.
There's one song, there's a lyric about someone making these little waves, but the tsunami thing.
Yeah.
Coming.
People make a splash and they think they're the wave coming. Just because you make a splash doesn't mean you're the wave. And then a wave is just a wave until it meets a tsunami.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
when a tsunami comes, it wipes out people play with waves. They surf. Tsunami ain't no playing. That's category 5. You know what I'm saying?
See, what I liked about that part of the lyric was, some people will just assume some things.
Yeah.
And then when everything just drops,
of course,
you have the last word.
Exactly.
Like this interview right now.
Yeah.
He's telling his story. He has the last word. I mean, how important was it to tell your story? Because you said it in so many songs. You were describing the ups and downs and the pain.
It's important because, I'm going to tell you something that, I used to get so mad at preachers because they never told their story. Like, yes, it's okay to tell somebody. Today, when I woke up, I didn't feel blessed and highly favored. Yeah. So when people feel like you're invincible, they won't follow you.
You going back to the lyrics, man?
No,
Superman.
Yeah, so it just sometimes you got to show the kink in your armor in order to be impactful. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes people don't realize you're gonna take more L's than you win, but you have to lose a couple battles to win the war overall. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was so important for this story to get out, because you see from the outside looking in, but it was a lot of sacrifices, and some sacrifices probably would have killed some people. You know what I'm saying? And so, and at the end of the day, I even said on the album, like, hey fellas, there no need to be jealous of another man's position. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what that man had to sacrifice. People that want to be Marvin Sapp, are you willing to give up your wife?
Yeah.
Are you willing to live life, go through that agony for you know what I'm saying? Are you willing, you feel me? So
no, that's real because, I mean, there's another song I mentioned, Kill My Pain.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that song, you talking about ups and downs. You really go in about, I would say, you're being aggressive in how you're going to handle your business. But at the same time, you're saying there's a story behind why I'm thinking like this, why I'm reacting like this, because you never been in my shoes.
Yeah, exactly, man. So it just like, even with my homeboy, we've been friends since we was like in 8th grade. You know, so he tell a story about how you got the military and you in your 30s, you don't got nothing to show for it. And you look back like time and passed you by because you didn't gave up your life for somebody that you love.
Yeah.
And they didn't love you back. And the whole time, like I said, when you love a snake, you ignore the rattle. You know what I'm saying? And so in my part, you know, a lot of the stuff, forget the million times I said yes. It was the one time I said no because I couldn't do it because of my circumstances. You went yonkers on me. You looked at me like I was the worst thing in the world, did you know?
Right.
You know, then people, they want to put standards out that they can't standardize themselves.
Ooh.
And then you get crucified for falling short of that glory.
Hey, you trip one time.
You trip one time.
They tripping every day.
You know, bruh, trust me. That's why I say, like, when we run, we loosely say kings and queen all the time, right? What's up, king? What's up, queen? But the truth of the matter is, you know what I'm saying? You wear the crown of crucifixion before you wear the crown of Jews. And a lot of people ain't built for that.
Man, I mean, that is true. And by the way, we talking to Legacy City.
What's up?
Government
what up?
name is Cedric, but artist name Legacy City. Make sure you get I'm Still Venting. I'm gonna say it without the whole inventing. You get tired of it, you can stop.
No, they ain't gonna get tired of it.
It's a free country.
They rocking with me. I think they rock with everybody on that thing. Probably got mental issues. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a little side joke, but because my point is like the music speaks for itself.
Yeah,
there's so much music out there where you can. Social media is social media.
Yeah.
And you can get swallowed up by the platform, or you can create the platform with your message.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of times people get lost because they don't stick to the message.
No, man, because they sacrifice. It's not, and I said once again, back to the album. It's not about the shine; it's the message.
Yeah.
Because like we said behind the scenes, the shine can blind you, and in the shine, if you're looking at shine, it's smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? It's smoke and mirrors. And
explain that for the audience, because not everybody may understand that.
So smoke and mirrors mean it's not what it seems. Like how many rappers you think got all that big jewelry? In all actuality, the company said, wear this and we'll give you $200,000 every time you show it. But you got to get it back when the cameras go off. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? Most artists are still slaving because they don't own their masters. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff that you see is not real. People on social media may be like, I rock with Shamaya. Hey, I knew you were going to blow up, but they never liked the podcast. They never liked none of your interviews. They can't quote none of your interviews. So social media make people look glorified.
Yeah, let me jump in on that
Go
point.
ahead. Shamaya, like, I've been waiting for somebody to bring that up so I can box with him a little bit. Box with the God.
Hey, it's the truth. It's the truth, man.
Tell the truth, fam. Let you vent.
If you ain't talked to me on the phone in the past month, I'm not even seeing you. So
yeah, definitely.
Let's move on.
Yeah, definitely. And that's
it's that real, man, because it's like, here's the thing. If you cool with someone, you cool with them no matter what.
Yeah, definitely.
But if there's any issue, just say something.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you ain't saying nothing, I'm keeping moving.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't slowing down.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of the times, man, this is what I like about you. This is what we have in common. We mastered the manifestation of silence. We move in silence. You got to be a jungle snake in the trees to see what I'm doing, because I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable, and I'm comfortable with being in the trenches because I don't got to shine. Exactly. I'm cool. I can move around at the second place. You know, even though I'm in first place.
I can be in last place. I don't even have to be in the race.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm good.
Because you said, all right, we're going back to the album, man. Because you talked about a lyric, because I listened to this twice, man. You talked about a lyric about you played your whole hand that you were dealt.
Yeah.
I heard that. I had to rewind that because I was like, man, how many of us try to change our hand that we're dealt?
Exactly.
It's like that is your assignment. When you're dealt a certain hand, you don't say, hey, God, I just want a new hand because I don't have enough space in here. He's like, no, if you stick to the plan,
exactly,
everything gonna work out.
Definitely, man. And when you say that, like, Man, sometimes you got that. You may have this for a reason. If you don't got but 3 spades, maybe you can't use them. Maybe they're like a 9 of spade or 8 of spade or something. And somebody's cutting up on that diamond. Maybe you have to cut that joker to get that last clutch book. And it ain't fun, but in the clutch, you got to know how to use your weapon. You know what I'm saying? For my spade players who understand what that means.
Yeah, it's all a metaphor, man.
You know what I'm saying? So and just like being on drugs, right? And the first step to recovery is acknowledging there's a problem.
And being real.
Yeah. And once you hit it head on and you see what you're dealing with, you're able to play your cards better. You know what I'm saying? Then if you flip the game, you're down to the last card and it's your turn. Uno out. I done did it.
And that tsunami come at you,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
boom.
You know what I'm saying? That breakthrough is real. So it just, sometimes it don't feel good being real and honest. It hurts. It's embarrassing.
It's not convenient, man.
It's definitely not convenient.
You talking about being outside your comfort zone?
Bro,
right. You know, all right, leadership, I don't even know why we go into this point, but I'm going to just rock with it. Leadership is basically you stick to the assignment no matter what. It's commitment.
Yeah.
Because it's very convenient to say, you know what, I'm going to just do this now. Like, switch up.
Yeah.
It's easy and convenient to switch up. But if you don't have the mindset that I'm going to just have this commitment to stay with the process, like for you, for example, tie this all up together. You, Legacy City, and what you're trying to do for the city of San Antonio. Tell them your record label real quick.
StreetLigion Production, LLC.
You have that commitment now to go all the way through with that. Exactly. Because touch on the listeners, the importance of not just having the vision, but sticking to the process, staying in the right lane to not switch up with your vision. Because,
man, listen, first, when you become capital, people will want to capitalize on you. That's the first thing, right? Yeah. And everything is impossible until you make it possible. That's the second thing. So in the process of making the impossible possible, you got people that downplay your dreams but embrace your nightmares. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man. So you have to like, damn. Even when you want to share, like you want to rejoice, you can't. Man, that's good. You know, so it's wow. Say that one more time, man. People will downplay your dreams but embrace your nightmares. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's true, man. I mean, I can imagine someone who's watching, watching you on your live stream. Y'all make sure y'all share and tag Shamaya, like, and then tag the people and then let them know that y'all rocking with them, man. Because I feel like what you just said, somebody watching this, they might be like, yo, like that's confirmation. Because how many times are you almost about to give up too soon? Like the thing that you're hoping for your dream, your vision, whatever, it could be right around the corner. Yeah. But you can premature. Oh, you said premature. Oh. I'm starting to quote your lyrics now. But you can prematurely just stop and quit just before your breakthrough, just before your opportunity. See, closed doors are closed doors. Yeah. Open doors are open doors. Yeah. Sometimes we confuse which ones is which. Yeah. Because we have so many distractions in front of us. When you have distractions in front of you, you never stay consistent. You never get to that finish line. Yeah, definitely. And a lot of the times, man, we look for a scapegoat to be the reason why we ain't do this or the reason why I do that. Sure. But in the mix of it, like during the pandemic, bro, just real quick backstory for those who don't know. When I got here from Germany. I had a premature daughter. We spent like a year and a half in the hospital. And that's why I made that statement earlier. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't understand that. Like, and then between that, I was living under a bridge. While I was living under the bridge, I was still doing shows. I was still taking care of my daughter because I'm a retired veteran, but I ain't started getting my stuff until like a year ago. So the marathon was real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying with that, it was like that self-tenacity, that self-ambition to make it, right? When I say make it, I mean be comfortable for myself. I ain't on nobody's status or whatever. It's two things that I'm not, though. I'm not famous and I'm not broke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. I love that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. See, don't get fame twisted. Oh, because we talked about that before the live stream. Yeah. Fame don't equal money.
Don't let fame make you feel like you made it. All right. Fame is basically the top 10 ESPN highlights. All right. But you ain't seeing the grind behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Fame is temporary. All right. Choices are forever.
Yeah. Ooh. Quotables.
So I'm just saying, man.
Quotables.
All right, so
Quotables.
Legacy City. If you want to have some good quotes like that, you need to listen to this project. I'm still venting because it's funny. No, I'm serious because it's like when you listen to these songs. I was telling you how Hands Tied Up, the last song, track number 12. I heard that. I think I said like 3, 4, or 5 times because it's like, man. Every lyric, it's like I almost started. I can't rap. Yeah. I was like, man, I can feel this, man, because it's crazy when you feel like something is holding you back.
Yeah.
And you said in one of these songs, I don't know if it's that one, but you said in one of these songs, you end up finding out it's yourself that holds you back.
Yeah.
Explain that to the audience because not all people can.
Because a lot of the times when we looking at a broken mirror, we see the ugliness. And not knowing that it wanted to replace us, we just need to change mirrors. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So when we're looking in the broken mirror, and then on top of that, sometimes we're human. You know what I'm saying? You'll get that why you're not signed yet. Or your label be bigger if you did. Regardless if we did millions of streams and millions of downloads. Well, why you ain't up here with this? Or why you ain't up with that? So sometimes that stuff, especially, sometimes it's not what's being said, it's who it's coming from. People don't understand that.
Explain that because that's crucial because, man.
If you're my loved one or you're my significant other, it will hit different than when an enemy said. So, you know, that's why I said.
You gotta ask yourself who the one talking.
Exactly. That's
because
why.
Sometimes the one talking ain't the one that should be talking.
Exactly. So that's why I said on that that one song, I think it was Hand Tied Up actually. The same energy I had towards my enemies should have been the same energy I had towards my family. Y'all witness my struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try to nip away at my hustle, but I'm in shape. The marathon continues. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all know better. But you know, y'all the one that love me, but y'all embrace drama every time you hear something.
I'm still venting.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's that thing, and it's like you can't be my number one supporter when you don't even, you know, et cetera, or when it's this or when it's that. It's like, and then you putting gas on a fire that, you know, instead of.
And you like the match.
It's like, come on. And
you know what's funny about that?
What's that?
You might like the match, but that doesn't mean you get to escape.
Yeah, you might die with me in here. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with a warrior. You know, it's like
it's gonna backfire real fast.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, because it's like everything. If you look at history, most of the stuff that's been taken down always been from a loved one or somebody from the inside, and I had let my heart of I want to make everybody make it control me, right? And I let. Because I'm the jack of all trades in my house. In my studio, I know how to do everything. But I want everybody to be a part of something. And the same people that I'm loving on, the same people I'm praying for are praying on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On that downfall.
Yeah, so I just had to get comfortable with going back to the basics. And the basics was me being tripolar, me, myself, and I. You know what I'm saying? So, and it hurt. But then when you're not in the mix, and you have a Dr. Strange out-of-body experience, you start to see everything for what you start to see who, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't loyal to me. You loyal to the platform.
No, that's true because, I mean, we kind of mentioned fame and social media. And if you're not careful, you get swallowed up in this rat race of I got to be the best or I got to be the one seen or I got to be number one. I mean, it's nothing wrong having those ambitions to be great.
Yeah.
Is when you lose yourself in that process.
Oh, you going back to the album. You lost yourself to yourself. What kind of maze is that? You lost
dry
yourself
your eyes,
to
king.
yourself.
Dry your eyes, queen.
Yeah.
I'm serious. And that's a good segue to track number 6 because, hey, we're really going to take this album apart because
let's do it.
Dry Your Eyes, that track, that was another really, like, I can relate to that because you're spelling out life and how ups and downs it will happen. It's not a matter of like you might make it or whatever on the easy street. It's like no, the storm is going to come in your life.
It's coming.
Touch on that song because that song was very powerful when you were just using those lyrics to explain not just life happening, but it's okay to cry and dry your tears.
You have to, man, especially dealing, because, struggles mean, when you're struggling, that means you haven't been defeated. You're still fighting. Struggle means fighting. You're struggling because you haven't been defeated. You know what I'm saying? So when you struggle, you still fighting.
That's right.
So when you crying in the mix of it, it's you have to get that. There's pain, weakness leaving the body because it makes you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then with Dry Your Eyes, Queen, and stuff of that nature, it's saying like we ourselves, we committing a self-genocide if we ain't careful. We glorify, like I said, hit blocks with mops, expose our ops. They can call us out our names, but we still gonna shop, break their neck from 9 to, break their neck on their clock. Even when we disrespected by other coaches, we still like, oh, they don't mean it. They just apologize. But if you disrespect the culture as a person, they want to crucify you. It's your own kind. So I just like, dry your eyes, but at the same time, let's be accountable and responsible and stop co-signing the BS.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true, because here's the thing. You watching this right now. You're not watching this on accident, number one.
Definitely.
Because Legacy City, what he's doing in San Antonio, I literally just hit him up in the Facebook message. I
was shocked too.
I said, you know what? I've been watching you, and is that time where it's time for you to just talk about it?
Yeah, man.
Because we kind of talked before we even went live. We talked for a good 10, 15 minutes.
Definitely.
When you recognize real and you see the value that someone has to offer, then you got to put that on a platform so that more people can recognize it. Because what you're doing in San Antonio, I'm not seeing no one else do it. Number one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm just making that clear. Legacy City.
I appreciate
what he's doing right now. I'm still venting. I think it's because no one else vented yet.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, man. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still venting. It's showing you the naturalness of a man. I had to grow into. It's one thing to be the man and being a man. And I have to learn the difference between the two.
You talk about sitting down, but not going there though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Some people stand up, other people sit down.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You going? Oh, yeah. I blame your pops for making you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hear that lyric.
That's on Success, right?
You probably can't say that on the Facebook Live.
No, I'm respecting the radio station right now, but y'all know that. I blame your pure.
But it's true,
DNA.
because here's the thing: when you talk about being strong, you also address that importance of being a man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to add this too. Another man talking about another man.
Yeah.
Out of the place.
Are you out of place?
I said that on Facebook Live, and,
you're out of place,
if
man.
the shoe fits, wear it. But I'm just saying, another man telling another man something, you're out of place. You got to look yourself in the mirror and address yourself.
Man, you so right. I'm gonna tell you what my brother called me, man, and he was like, "This I'm still venting. If Kwame Brown can rap, this what he'll do." And Kwame Brown, because Kwame Brown came out and set the city on fire. He was quiet for so long, and then when he finally started venting and lashing out, everybody. And I said on that song, you want to flex your muscle, then you play victim when your muscle get pulled.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't play victim now because you were strong in front of the opposition.
See.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the moral to the story.
Yeah.
This is something you can take away if you're watching this on live stream. We're going to wrap this up because he's busy. I'm busy. We got to keep moving.
Yeah.
You don't need a flex if you already know you have it.
Facts.
And Legacy City has it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm co-signing that because it's real.
Appreciate it.
We wouldn't be here live on Facebook telling the facts. I see someone in the comments saying facts. It is facts.
Appreciate it.
The truth is the truth. A lie is a lie.
Facts.
Don't worry if lies go, because the truth will always stand.
Ooh.
Period.
I should have had him on. I'm still venting.
Well, I can help write lyrics maybe next time, but I know my lane. I'll just be the one doing interviews. But
yeah.
But
definitely.
Real talk, because it's like, I see you try to inspire people. Like, I see it. And the receipts are in the artists that I've been watching you promote.
Definitely.
They are doing great things with their music. And you talked about some people because I met you at a local church when we were on the panel.
Yeah, definitely. And I had short hair then.
And that's what I'm saying, because you from the very beginning had that service mindset that I'm going to share what I've learned in the industry and what I've learned as an artist. And that takes a lot, because sometimes we're nervous about sharing our gifts with certain people because we have that history of being, done wrong.
Yeah.
And you kind of touched that on the project too. You have history of people doing you wrong. That's kind of way, what's that song? Kill My Pain.
Yeah.
You have certain things you end up doing just to offset the pain.
Yeah. And it's nothing personal. You'll lash out on somebody because of something else. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have those triggers, and it's like, man. But, even in that, you have to get yourself together, because you can self-destruct. The thing about the reason why the Let Me Vent series, and I just posted in my last album, but I think I'm going to do one more trilogy of Let Me Vent. I'll probably call it Let Me Vent to You. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could produce it. You know what I'm saying?
No pressure. I mean, number one, I think. Number one, it'll be really an honorable thing to be a part of that. And number two, I'll be so down to just be a part of the process, because I feel like San Antonio, and we're going to wrap this up, San Antonio has so many gifted people.
Definitely.
And I hope this interview inspires whoever watches is, number one, look in the mirror. I have to do it every day. I'm not saying nothing just to be, kind of whatever. Yeah. But seriously, look in the mirror, find out where you need work at in your life, and let your gift make room for you, because you never know who's watching, who's listening. Your pain is someone else's medicine. I always say that, because if you get too caught up in your struggles, sometimes you forget to help people.
Yeah, your struggle will cause you to become a selfish person if you ain't careful. Your struggle will cause you to be selfish, man. And so that's just the biggest thing. A lot of it, man, I had to discipline myself. You know what I'm saying? And then hold myself to a standard, and then everybody follow. You know what I'm saying?
Dang. So, see, on that note, we don't have to talk no more, but for real talk, Legacy City, I'm still venting.
Yes.
Say that again for those in the back. Legacy City, don't forget that name. And I'm still venting that project. I'm telling you, you saw it here. This is confirmation. It's going to blow up. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care if you're not from San Antonio. This right here in San Antonio, Legacy City, I'm still venting. Get that, and I'll let you have the last words.
Yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out one, StreetLigion Production, StreetLigion LLC, The Black Table, Battle of the Sexes. Shouts out to my management, Applause Management, my personal chef, Aunt Tish. You know what I'm saying? The people that's on the album, Queen Sheena, President My Show, Chavis Kimber, Petey, who else? J-Dot. Boom, boom. Did I forget anybody? No. Ayo Kip, Cornerstone, Power Seek, Music Group. I want to make sure. So I went to high school with all these people, so I don't want to leave nobody out. You know what I'm saying? High Boy Ty. And thank you for having me up here. Don't let them fool you guys. If I show you what's around us, because we are on the radio station, and he just being humble and let me talk on the phone. But I picked this phone up and show y'all what this look like. Y'all are going crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, hold on. Sorry, I got to do it. Look at this. Y'all didn't expect me being someone like that, right? That's crazy. Look at this. Look at that. So, yeah, he just, then shouts out to, you know what I'm saying, Lala Maria and the Divine 1-2 Platinum Recording Artist, as well as Devin James, you know what I'm saying? So that's just pretty much it, man. I just shout out to everybody that's being successful and they're progressing. You know what I'm saying? The process is on the process to. It's a process when you're trying to progress, because you got to stay quiet to see the manifest. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
And we will leave. I promise you. It's just that when you have this good talk, just keep going. But I gotta say this to those watching, because I see a lot of hearts. I see a lot of likes. I just want to say, you who watching this. Yeah. You watching this for a reason. You chase your dreams. You keep putting San Antonio on the map. You keep grinding. You keep hustling. And guess what? Like he said, a lot of people talk, but not enough people work.
Nah, not at all.
I'm quiet because I'm working. I ain't got nothing to say until my work speaks for itself. Just like Legacy City, it's real talk. We're not just here fluffing. We're trying to help inspire people, the next generation, the next one up. Because guess what? If you have the mindset to do what you want to do and you keep God first, guess what? Nothing in this world is going to stop that.
Nothing.
God has a plan for your life. And when people try to shut you down, just say, hey, God, can you handle this for me? And then keep it moving. Boom.
That's it. Last but not least, if you got a home, stop getting advice from a house.
That's real, man.
It's different.
That's real.
It's a different.
So once again, Legacy City, I'm still Benton. Make sure y'all go check that out right here at I'm Refocused Radio. True honor having you on the show. Not to just talk about the music, but have the real story of why you do what you do. I think that's important. Once again, thank you for what you're doing for the city of San Antonio.
Thank you, bro.
And whenever you got something new happen, we would love I'm Refocused Radio to definitely support you.
Definitely.
And you watching, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Don't ever give up. I don't care what no one say. I mean, it doesn't matter where you come from. All that matters is that you're present.
Exactly.
Your next choice is your best choice. All right?
What's all these quotables, man?
I'm keeping it real, man. I'm venting, bro. I'm like you're helping people vent.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody write your story at the end of the day. Don't let nobody write your story. Control the narrative. I'm big on controlling the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody write your story. Don't let nobody... You control your pen, control your pencil, you control your typing. Don't let nobody write your story. You know what I'm saying? The next chapter of your life should be easier because you are the author. Simple.
That's real. All right, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Like we say on every single show, I'mRefocusedRadio.com. Like we say on every single show, keep God first, stay focused, and no matter what happens to you, peace.